I don't want. Okay, I don't want us to have. I've told you where the vehicle is.
The truck was actually coming from Ring Road. It missed a step. So as it was trying to gather itself, it fell.
What we are witnessing these days, it is something we can no longer understand.
They should stop telling us and promising us all those promises are fake, giving us this set of promises are fake. We don't want it anymore.
A very good evening and thank you for joining us on BeeTv Media News at 6, reaching you live from Benin City, the Edo State capital. I am Evelyn Izibili, and now to the news in details. A massive site clearing is ongoing at Adesowa Junction ahead of the construction of the flyover bridge. BeeTv News Osaragi Agabo, who visited the road, reports that shops and structures that are along of the road have been removed, while some others are still being pulled down.
Adesowa Junction on Sapele Road is taking a new look as massive site clearing is ongoing along the area, with structures and shops being removed to allow for the construction safety and enhancing urban mobility within the GRA axis of Benin City. Residents and road users commended the development, stating that the construction of the flyover bridge will modernize the area, reduce gridlock, and allow for vehicular movement.
Necessary here, and the position they need to place it to which is as at
so it's good. We welcome it to our community.
We enable accident free and roll up. That is it.
Meanwhile, some business owners, including those whose shops were among the structures put down, lauded the initiative, noting that it will enhance the free flow of movement in the area. However, they expressed concern about how they would secure another store in a busy and open location like the ones they previously occupied at Adesowa Junction.
To me, it go help based on what I see for television and
as part of a long-term transportation and development blueprint for Edo State. Osarogi Agwebo reporting for BeeTv News.
A fire outbreak has destroyed goods worth millions of naira in one of the shops at the popular Obab market in Benin City. BeeTv News' Freeman Osawe, who was at the scene, reports that the fire was said to have started at night in one of the
That was the mood at the Oba market this morning as crowds of onlookers besieged the scene of the fire incident to have a glimpse of the wreckage caused by the fire. The affected shop was Fenu. The shop owner, Christian Igwe, was not on ground at the time the news crew arrived. The sister to the shop owner, Blessing, who was engrossed in deep sorrow, expressed her frustration on what could have led to the fire incident, as she was called upon to be informed of the tragedy, saying that the goods destroyed by the fire were new arrivals, appealing to the government and well-meaning citizens to come to their rescue. Already local government council, Honorable Gabriel Duseri, in company of other council officials, visited the affected shop to have a first-hand assessment of the damages caused by the fire. Addressing newsmen, after which the acting chairman of Oredo local government, Honorable Engineer Gabriel Duseri, said the council will provide necessary assistance to the market and ensure that the situation that led to the fire outbreak is unraveled.
This is Oredo, and the people that trade in this market are our mothers, our sisters. And this is what they use to support their children at home. When we heard of the incident yesterday night, we all rushed down here, called the fire service, called the police, and they were all on time. And that was what rescued the situation. But luckily for us, it was only one shop that was burnt, that had issue of being burnt with the fire. they were able to curb the situation and the fire was put off. And I want to thank the traders for cooperating with us yesterday because we didn't allow them to.
The president of the club, Reliance Christopher Inegbedion, was introduced and commended for his active leadership. In his remarks, he explained that the visit was to both congratulate the commissioner and appreciate his support towards the club's registration as a legal entity. He expressed pride in having one of their members appointed as a commissioner, emphasizing that the Esan Reliance Club remains committed to supporting Dr. Esegbe's success in public service.
This house, my woman, but when not go back, that's not as a matter of saying, but Mamma or Mamma that way, Mamma Sasa. I'm on the recommend Jolum, on this time to be Jolum. Mother, or Arena.
Under the governor's administration, the state has witnessed significant progress, including the employment of 1,000 new civil servants, the revival of modern infrastructure projects, the construction of new flyover bridges in Benin, the allocation of over 1 billion for women empowerment, and the increase of Abusalin University subvention from 41 million to 6 billion annually. He reaffirmed his commitment to serving the people diligently and contributing to the vision of the current administration.
Excellency, the Executive Governor of Edo State, I appreciate you for this your courtesy visit. In fact, if the Governor of Edo State did not appoint me as Honorable Commissioner, Local Government Chieftaincy Affairs, I'm not sure we'll be here today of Edo State. Thank you individually. I want to thank you collectively, and also thank you as a club and as Esan speaking race in Edo State. So once again, Senator Lulu Beolu believes that, look, there is need for him as a governor to put smiles on our faces. And that is the reason why he's becoming the first governor in so many developmental strides. The first governor to employ 1,000 civil servants in less than 3 months in office. The first governor to revive the moribund Edo line, including even the ECTS. The first governor to ensure that, look, we have what we call
commercial and environmental development, extend his heartfelt congratulations to Mrs. May Agbamuchumbu on her well-deserved appointment as the acting chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. He said her elevation to this esteemed position is a reflection of her exceptional professional pedigree, integrity, and unwavering commitment to the ideals of justice, fairness, and democratic governance in Nigeria. Over the years, she has demonstrated uncommon brilliance and patriotism, from your days as a legal practitioner of repute to your impactful role as an INEC National Commissioner, where your contributions to electoral reforms and administrative excellence have been both remarkable and inspiring. Honorable Joseph Ayegbeni Uwoke noted her vast experience as a solicitor of the Supreme Court of England and Wales, coupled with her long-standing record of public service and advocacy for women's inclusion and digital transformation in governance, stands as a testament to your readiness to step
and the Oredo Local Government Council, both parties engaged in a robust discussion on sustainable landscaping, maintenance, and the strategic placement of ornaments of the Stanley David Ighodaro, shared the agency's broader vision for a greener Edo, and highlighted ongoing projects that have received the governor's full support, including the restoration of the historic Ring Road Fountain and the comprehensive
wonderful initiative. As a matter of fact, spoke and talk about the purification, allowing the soil's passion. When we work at Oredo is the heart of the state. I think him being the executive chairman, we have taken it upon himself to started some work. And the chairman thanks for that. And I want to assure you that the state especially His Excellency.
The National Council of State has unanimously approved the appointment of Professor Joash Ojo Amupitan, SAN, as the new chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission. This was contained in a statement posted on X by the president's aide, Bayo Onanuga, on Thursday. President Bola Tinubu presented Amupitan's name to the council during its meeting at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, on Thursday. The appointment follows the exit of Professor Mahmood Yakubu, who completed his 10-year tenure in October 2025. Tinubu told the council that Amupitan, a 58-year-old professor of law from Kogi State, is the first person from the North Central states to be nominated for the position. Gratitude for CC Agun's tirelessly efforts assured the State Command of NSCDC of our office continued support and solidarity during this difficult time. CC Agun Benga Joseph, Commandant NSCDC Edo State Command. During the visit, the First Lady expressed shock and sadness at the news of his demise, describing it as a significant loss. Highlighting his active involvement in the fight against gender-based violence, highlighting close working relationship on initiatives aimed at enhancing security and improving the lives of the girl child in the state. She expressed her gratitude for CC Agun's tireless efforts, assuring the State Command of NSCDC of her office continued support and solidarity during this difficult time. In response, Deputy Corps Commandant Bamidele Orebjimi, on behalf of the command, expressed profound gratitude to the First Lady for her condolences and visitation. He stated that her presence was a testament to the love and respect the commandant has earned from everyone. The visit, he said, served as a reminder of the impact Commandant Agun had on the lives of those around him, and his legacy will not be forgotten. Governor Usman Ododo has reaffirmed his commitment to supporting security agencies in enhancing their operations across identified flashpoints in the state. During an on-the-spot assessment visit to Isanlu in Kogi West, the governor urged residents to provide timely and accurate intelligence to aid security efforts.
In recent months, criminal activities have been reported in parts of Kogi State with targeted attacks on residents, commuters, and security personnel. Experts link the concern to Kogi's strategic location as a gateway between the north and the south, with criminal gangs spilling over from military operations in neighboring states. On this operational visit to Insala in Yaba West, a border community with Kwara State, Governor Usman Ododo, alongside government and security officials, restated the resolve to sustain the onslaught against criminal elements.
If you are aiding and abetting criminals, we will consider you as one of them. And if you are caught, you'll be treated as such.
They will be moving out very soon. If they are moving out very soon, the whole community are following them out because our life is not safe. So we beg for your indulgence to extend their stay.
They are doing work, fine. We appreciate them more. The work they are doing for us. All community, we appreciate them.
Governor Ododo emphasized the need to sustain the gains as joint security operations continue dismantling.
₦50 to 1,400 per kilogram within a short period. Gas sellers who anonymously spoke to BeeTv newsmen also expressed concern, noting that the persistent price hike has negatively affected sales and customer patronage. Although not knowing the cause of the sudden hike, they appealed to the government to help regulate the price.
Because the price is too much for us. When we be the poor people, now we dey suffer. Okay, for example now, if the guy they call a cruiser, like person like me now, I'm a common man. I dey do business, I dey fry potato and beans. To feed gas now, it's a problem for me. Now there I go for it.
We are appealing as a Nigerian that at least they should do the needful.
Respondents also highlighted that the high cost of gas is beginning to take a serious toll on them, as they now spend more than their usual budget on refills. While appreciating government efforts aimed at stabilizing the economy, residents appealed for policy measures and effective regulation of gas prices to cushion the impact on ordinary citizens and promote affordability. Residents, however, remain hopeful that with swift government intervention, the situation will be addressed to ease the burden on households and stabilize the market. Favor Kolawole reporting for BeeTv News.
The newly renovated principals' quarters, teachers' quarters, and boys' quarters of the Government Science Training College, Benin City, Edo State, have been officially commissioned by the Executive Chairman of the Edo State Board of Technical and Vocational Education and Training, Mrs. Onome Briggs. The ceremony marked a significant step towards improving the welfare and working conditions of educators and staff within the institution. Best Orator has details.
The event, which commenced with cultural display from students of Government Science Training College, marked a significant milestone for both the teachers and students of the school. The commissioning of the 4 renovated teachers' quarters and boys' quarters was done by the Executive Chairman, Edo State Board for Technical and Vocational Education and Training, Barrister Mrs. Onome Briggs. In her address, Barrister Briggs expressed immense joy in witnessing the commissioning, describing it as a milestone in the state's commitment to improving the standard of technical education. She emphasized that providing a conducive learning
academic excellence and personal growth.
The Executive Secretary, Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, Engineer Phyllis Omashola Ogbe, represented by Engineer Abayomi Bamidele, in a keynote address, commended the engineers and contractors for a job well done. He lauded the Edo State government for fostering a conducive environment for educational growth and expressed gratitude to all stakeholders involved in the project.
To the Executive Governor and the good people of Edo State, we say thank you for providing the necessary environment.
Also speaking at the event, the Director of Planning and Strategic Coordinator, Department of Edo State Board of Technical and Vocational Training, Mrs. Odion Iworo, expressed appreciation to all who contributed to the success we use.
On behalf of the Edo State teachers and Benin Technical College, we say thank you very much. We promise by God's grace, everything will be intact. We are not going to miss anything out.
Addressing journalists, the Executive Chairman of Edo State Board of Technical and Vocational Training, Barrister Mrs. Onome Briggs, and the representative of the Executive Secretary, Engineer Bayomi Bamidele, expressed joy in the completion of the project, adding that teachers deserve a befitting and conducive work environment, and emphasized that the administration of Senator Monday Kwebolo is concerned with continuity and completion of projects. The principal of the Government Science Training College, Mr. Friday Izomo, in an interview also expressed heartfelt gratitude to the Edo State government, the board, and all partners for their dedication and support. He noted that the renovated quarters will go a long way in improving staff welfare and motivation, which in turn will reflect positivity on students' performance and overall school development.
We in this current administration is making sure that there's continuity in government. So that is why we are here.
Government cannot perform without your tax. Government will fix schools, build roads, light up communities if the people pay their tax. That's how governance works. It is not about politics. It is about progress. When you pay your tax, you are not helping the government. You are helping yourself. You are helping your family and your future. Don't wait to be chased. Do the right thing. Be part of building the new Edo State. Pay your tax with pride. Let us build Edo together. This message is brought to you by Edo State Internal Revenue Service.
EIRS, Administering Revenue for Service and Development.
In the heart of Benin City, where heritage meets the horizon of tomorrow, a celebration of truth, courage, and vision takes center stage. BeeTv News, bold in boards, fearless in purpose, proudly marks 2 remarkable years of journalism that shapes the nation. On Saturday, October 18, 2025, at the iconic Victor Owaifo Creative Hub, Airport Road, Benin City, the nation gathers to reflect on a defining theme: Nigeria's future, bleak or bright, the role of the media. Leading this historic conversation, the governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpelolo, and his deputy, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa. Mother of the Day, Mrs. Edesili Okpelolo Anani, Coordinator Office of the First Lady, Edo State. Father of the Day, Chief Dan Osi Obi, National Vice Chairman, South of the People's Democratic Party, illuminating the team as guest speaker, scholar and statesman, Professor Eddie Eragbe, Professor of History and International Studies, UNIBEN. And in a moment of history, the BeeTv News Icon of the Year Award will be presented to His Excellency Senator Comrade Adams Aliu Eric Oshomole. And with vision for the future, BeeTv News unveils the BeeTv Okodua, Managing Director Club Ray, and supported by Honorable Sylvester Aigbobo, Deputy State Chairman APC, Chief Host Right Honorable Dr. Omoroge Ogbede Ihama, Executive Director Corporate Services, Niger Delta Power Holding Company Limited. BeeTv News 2nd anniversary, Saturday, October 18th, time 3 p.m. at the Victor Owaifo Creative Hub, Benin City. Signed, Miss Best Orator, Managing Director, BeeTv News.
Welcome back from that short break, and now reading from the business news. The federal government of Nigeria has permanently halted all deductions related to the cost of revenue collection by agencies such as the Federal and the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, NUPRC. Legend Temitope Oluwafemi for details and more from the business world.
This reform, initiated by a presidential directive and announced by the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, aims to enhance fiscal transparency and efficiency. Previously, revenue collecting agencies retained a percentage of collected funds as administrative costs before transferring the balance to the federal account. Under the revised policy, all gross revenues are to be fully remitted into the federation account without pre-distribution deductions. This measure ensures that the federal, state, and local governments receive a larger share of distributable revenue during the monthly Federation Account Allocation Committee (FAAC) disbursements. The reform also extends to other deductions such as refunds and intervention funds. A comprehensive review is underway to standardize and eliminate arbitrary deductions, thereby promoting transparency, improving fiscal governance, and ensuring efficient use of national resources. The Nigeria Electricity Regulatory Commission (NERC) has reported that international electricity customers, including Benin and Togo, failed to pay over 48% of their electricity bills in the second quarter of 2025. According to NERC Quarter 2 report, 6 international bilateral customers were invoiced $17.58 million by the market operator for electricity supply by Nigerian generation companies. However, only $9.1 million was remitted, resulting in an outstanding balance of $8.58 million. This represents a remittance performance of 51.33%. Benin's Société Togo and Nigeria's NIGELEC were among the principal international clients. Additionally, one domestic bilateral customer, Trans Amadi OAU/FMPI, made a partial payment of 10.58 million naira for previous outstanding invoices during the quarter. The persistent shortfall in remittances continues to weaken the financial liquidity of the Nigeria electricity supply industry, NESI, undermining the sustainability of grid operations and the financial stability of generation companies and market operators. The federal government of Nigeria is intensifying peace talks with Ogoni leaders to address long-standing disputes that have hindered oil production in the region. This development comes amid projections from the International Energy Agency indicating that global upstream oil investments must reach $540 billion annually over the next 25 years to meet energy demands. At the commissioning of the Otakikbo crude oil export terminal in Rivers State, President Bola Tinubu, represented by the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Senator Heniki Lokobiri, reaffirmed the government's commitment to reactivating dormant oil fields in Ogoni land. The newly commissioned Otakikbo terminal, located in Ikurut town Adoni local government were developed by Green Energy International Limited at a cost exceeding $400 million. It is the first indigenous-built terminal in over 50 years and is expected to boost Nigeria's crude evacuation capacity and upstream output. President Tinubu emphasized the need for continued investment in the oil and gas sector and called on host communities to cooperate with government and investors to ensure stable operations. Temitope Oluwafemi reporting for BeeTv News.
From the global scenes, 3 people have been killed and at least 9 others injured in Ukraine latest attack on the Russian border region of Belgorod, according to its governor Yashiv Glakov. The strike hit the village of Maslova Pristan early on Wednesday.
People fear trapped on the rumble. It is the 3rd consecutive day Ukraine have struck the region, leaving thousands of people without power and at least 2 others dead. Ukraine has not commented on the attacks, but has repeatedly struck targets inside Russia, including Belgorod, during the war. Russian strikes also caused power outages in several Ukrainian regions, Ukraine's energy regulator said. Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022. As winter approaches, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has said Russia is targeting Ukraine's critical energy generating facilities, while Kyiv has been targeting key Russian oil refineries. Wednesday's series of drones and missile attacks damaged homes, vehicles and power lines in multiple districts.
Sarah Martins has addressed a social media troll who attributed her recent success of a Brazilian butt lift to BBL procedure following the unveiling of her new Lexus SUV. Also, former non-married ex-seminarian after bonding over prayer. The reports. Martins had shared images of her newly acquired vehicle on her Instagram page, highlighting her progress within 12 months of relocating to Lagos. In response to the celebration, a troll commented implying that her physical enhancement was the source of her achievement. In a rebuttal, Martins emphasized that her financial and career success stems from legitimate business ventures. She disclosed ownership of 7 registered brands and multiple real estate properties valued significantly higher than the newly acquired car. Additionally, she stated that she independently funds a monthly street charity cookouts with a minimum budget of 1.5 million naira. She refuted any suggestions that her success was derived from physical appearance or external assistance, asserting that her accomplishments are the result of sustained efforts and business income. Nigerian musician Slim K